Welcome to Undisputed, live from LA. I'm Jenny Taft here with Skip Bayless, live in Atlanta for the Super Bowl. Shannon Sharp, good morning, guys.
Looking sharp.
He's trying.
Yeah.
You ready to lose some dew this morning?
Yep, I'm ready. You know,
Okay.
you look pretty fresh for having been up all night.
I was up a little later than I anticipated.
Yeah, that's what happens to Hall of Famers at the Super Bowl, right? Hall of Fame partiers at the Super Bowl, too.
Nah.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure you just went, no activity for this guy. Either way, I have a feeling you're prepared, Skip,
Because
for the show. I just have a feeling it's a good day for you.
I got the right guy on my side. So
Okay.
here we go.
Hey, Skip.
Yep.
Hey, Skip, you see old Goat James last night?
Oh,
Let's talk about that.
We did
Yes.
see, Shannon. And
Yeah.
yes, LeBron is back. These guys will react coming up. But Skip has had a little Twitter beef with Jet safety
Yep.
Jamal Adams. So Jamal, he's going to be here later in the show.
Please
so
bring
that
that
is
on.
going to be interesting.
I'm ready.
Either way, Shannon, I know you want to talk about LeBron. We'll get to it, but we're going to start with the Super Bowl. The Patriots are a slight 2.5-point favorite Sunday against the Rams. History is definitely on New England's side. They're playing in their third straight Super Bowl, and Tom Brady and Bill Belichick are going to their ninth together. On the other side, the Rams are in their first Super Bowl since 2001. Shannon, today is the day to make your final pick. Who wins on Sunday?
Well, I think it's going to be a very high-scoring game. I have the utmost of confidence in Wade Phillips that he will take away the running game of the New England Patriots, because if you let them run the football and you let Tom Brady have time, you have no chance of beating them. So I believe Wade Phillips stops the run first. Secondly, the most important thing is that you must take Tom Brady's first option. Got to take that away from him. Make him clutch the ball, come down, go to 2 to 3, and that's when Sue, Donald, those defensive linemen has a chance to get to Tom Brady. I'm going to say it's going to be 33-30. The Rams on a Zerline last-second field goal from about 40-plus yards away, Skip. What we've seen from Coach Belichick against Kansas City, that he's unpredictable. He'll take the safety out of the middle of the field. He will bring guys that when he normally wouldn't do that. So I'm going to take the Rams in a very close ball game, Skip. Make them one-dimensional. And I can't believe I'm going to say this, Skip. Tom Brady's probably going to have another almost 500-yard passing day. But if you let them run it and you let Tom Brady throw it, you have zero chance of beating them. And I believe Wade takes the run game away, and they play well enough defensively, and they win 33-30.
So wait, you're trying to cover your bet by saying Tom Brady's going to throw for another almost record day, and yet somehow Zerline's going to go Adam Vinatieri on the Patriots? Is that where we're heading?
That's the only chance they have of winning, Skip, because they can't afford to let them run the football and Brady throw it because they're living third and short. That's why New England, remember against Kansas City, they was 13 of 19 on third down, and a lot of that was 3rd and 1 to 3. When it's 3rd and 10, you're almost 90% chance you're going to get a pass. When it's 3rd and 1 to 3, you have no idea.
So, I must admit, for once, everything you just said, for me, is scary right. I am with you up to this point. I believe Tom Brady is up against it Sunday in your former hometown of Atlanta. And I believe that on paper, the Rams are clearly the better overall football team than the Patriots. And that's why the most respected odds maker in the game, the guy who heads up Bet Chris, on the Sunday night of the championship games, leaned toward his power ranking, which said the Rams were 3.5 points better on a neutral field than the Patriots. And that's given that the experience is obviously still on the Patriots side with Brady and Belichick. But he was fearful of opening at 3.5. He tried 1.5, and all of a sudden it got bet wildly the other way, all the way to Patriots by 2.5, just because I believe of the fear of that guy, number 12, who resides in Foxborough. But to me, I'm going to say this one last time ahead of this game. This is the worst supporting cast Tom Brady has ever taken to a Super Bowl. Tom Brady does obviously not have a Brandon Cooks. He had him last year, and then Belichick traded him away. And obviously, he didn't have him for much of the game last year when he threw for 505 because Brandon Cooks in the first quarter left with a concussion. But this year, Tom Brady has no Robert Woods. He is the Rams' leading receiver, and I think the most dangerous threat on the field. And I'm not sure how the Patriots are going to be able to cover Robert Woods. And I don't think, go ahead.
Skip, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
When you say this is Brady's least talented or supporting cast, are you just comparing it to the Rams, or are you comparing it to some of his other offensive teams that he's taken to the Super Bowl?
All the way.
Because I can make the case that this offense is better than the first one that he took.
Yeah, but this defense has nothing in common with that first defense.
No question.
So I'm talking about the whole. I'm talking about the across-the-board supporting cast, because we even go to tight end. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to go to the defense. I'm including the defense in this discussion.
But
again, when I look at Everett and Tyler Higbee, just combined, they're better than Gronk. I know Gronk had a couple of big catches late, but he's just this broken-down Frankenstein monster. I just don't know what you can expect from him Sunday against this team. And then now to the defense. It's still basically the same defense that gave up 41 points to the backup quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles in last year's Super Bowl.
It is.
Basically, it is. And it's definitely the same defense that in the fourth quarter gave up 24 points to a Patrick Mahomes, your guy, who had the ball for a grand total of 3 minutes in that fourth quarter of the AFC Championship game in Kansas City. 24 points in 3 minutes. That's pretty scary. And that kid, that undrafted rookie who's now starting opposite Stephon Gilmore at corner, you want to talk about where's Waldo? Sean McVay is going to be playing where's Waldo all day. Where is J.C. Jackson? Is he going to be singled up occasionally? And Robert Woods, trust me, they will go after him all day, because in the end, the Chiefs finally started going after J.C. Jackson. And you remember the one drive when he had the 2 penalties and was consistently beaten on that drive.
And he gave him a big catch across the middle.
Yeah. And then remember what happened in the NFC Championship game. Jared Goff loves Brandon Cooks. He threw him 7 balls, and he caught 7 for 104 against the Saints, who are pretty good on defense. The Saints are better on defense than New England is, to me. And then, obviously, speaking of being up against it, you know Wade Phillips very well. I know him pretty well. Can I go all the way to kryptonite? Has he been Brady's kryptonite? I know Tom's had his way occasionally against Wade, but Wade's done some numbers, some sort of Rex Ryan-like numbers on Tom Brady. And I hark back to the last playoff loss for Tom Brady was at Denver in that 2015, obviously that
AFC Championship game.
I'm talking about ahead of the Super Bowl. Last time they didn't get to the Super Bowl. And they were all over Brady. He got hit 17 times in that game. As you pointed out earlier this week, they pushed the pocket with, who was it, Malik Jackson and
Derek Wolfe inside.
And now you've got two of the greatest pocket pushers in the game, the two best, in Donald and Sue. And what did Wade Phillips say? Well, then I was able to get all kinds of pressure, looping pressure with my edge rushers, Von Miller, DeMarcus Ware. And they had great corners. And Tom Brady had a long, hard day that day. He had a QBR grand total of 37, scale 0 to 100. He was throwing into the end zone at the end of the game on a 2-point conversion try that failed to tie the game at 20-20. So it took that much of a defensive effort just to keep the game, put you in a 20-18 advantage. But Tom Brady said on Monday night, this is the best D-line in pro football, and it is, that he's going up against. And he said these are 2 of the best interceptors in the history of pro football, and they just are. Talib and Marcus Peters are really good at ball hawking. They're different because one's just Marcus Peters, is just a cluer, a guesser. Yeah. But when he guesses right, boy, he can pick 6 guess right, can't he?
Yes, he will.
Talib obviously was a Patriot, so he's actually practiced against Tom. He knows Tom. And I just have a sneaking suspicion they're going to use Talib a lot on Julian Edelman, who is obviously Tom's go-to guy, his favorite target.
No, that's not a good matchup for Talib.
I'm thinking they'll try that some, just to see if they can eliminate Edelman completely. But go ahead.
I don't think that's a good matchup for Talib. Talib matches up better against big physical receivers. Guys, Antonio Brown, those fast guys, Odell Beckham, they would cause him a problem. Edelman would cause him a problem in the slot because there's so much space and he's so quick. But I tell you something that you need to watch, Skip. Ndamukong Suh and Aaron Donald, they like to swim a lot because they like to get off the ball quick and try to get upfield and get to your quarterback. The thing that the Patriots do very well is that they punish you for one of your weaknesses. you got to be careful swimming because you swim out of one hole, and here come the Patriots pulling a guy with a running back behind him right in the hole that you just vacated from. So I think you need to see less swimming from Ndamukong Suh and Aaron Donald, but they've had such great success this season. Aaron Donald led the league in sacks with 20 and a half. There's a reason. He jumps off the ball, gets on an edge, and he gets upfield in a hurry. That could be to their disadvantage in a game like this. You're probably going to have to play it a lot more straight up, right down the middle. I know it's going to take you it'll take you a little longer to get to the quarterback, but you won't leave the gaping holes in the run game that the Patriots can take advantage of.